Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft, The Legend of Berndahl. We are in Hearthglen. We just met with High Lord Tyrion Fordring, who's the head of the Argent Crusade, the organization of paladins here in World of Warcraft. And yeah, that was pretty nice. So we're going to go and see what kind of quests they have for us here. The long trip home. I've been in many places in my life, good paladin. I fought the battle at Argent Crusade, passed through the dark portal into the Outland, and joined the Argent Crusade to beat down Scourge and Coldest Northrend. But before it all, I was a farmer here in Lordaeron. Now I find myself here in Hearthglen, a scant few miles from home. It's time I paid my respects. I'm headed to Mender Stead before I return home. I wouldn't mind meeting up with you again once I get there.
See you later.
Cool.
Goddess, bless you.
Talon Fordring's Legacy. Greetings, how do you do? My name is Daria. I am one of the priests in charge of preserving the peace here in Hearthglen. One of my duties involves maintaining the tower down the trail to the southeast of Hearthglen. This particular tower is of personal importance to the High Lord. It's the place where his son was killed. With the recent incursion of gnolls, however, maintenance of the tower has grown difficult. Will you help me rid the trail of some of these gnoll vandals so I can do my duty?
Go in peace.
Certainly. Let's see what else we got going on here. What is that painting? That kind of looks like, what is that, 1,000... what is this area down here? 1,000 steps. Yeah, it's one of those. Okay, let's see. I believe there was a quest or two out here for us as well. Lieutenant Miner. Finally, you're here. Get to work. My men have been sparring with these wooden practice dummies for too long. Sure, you can learn how to swing a sword by practicing with a dummy, but real combat requires a real combatant. I had asked for them to send me someone imposing, but I suppose a skinny-armed dwarf paladin will have to do. Now get in there and teach my men how to fight. Wow, that's rude. Let's see. Do we have any other quests in the area? Maybe not. Okay, fine. Let's see. Hey, you. Lieutenant Miner asked me to challenge you to a duel. Skinny armed. Hey, you.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Yep. How about you? Another one defeated. And a night elf.
Hello. Goddess, watch over.
Skinny arm dwarf. Dwarf's probably the only one that'll give me a good fight. And he is a commander, so he won't actually fight me.
State your business. Salama Ashad.
Yeah, elf. Pff.
We will persevere.
Yeah, that was too easy. Yeah. And is there nobody here who's going to give me a decent fight? You, orc. You're supposed to be a good fighter. Nope.
Hey there.
I'm just looking over my paperwork here, and it says we were expecting a female dwarf paladin. You're not, Lieutenant Miner looks at you awkwardly. Never mind, it would appear that you were not the person I originally hired, but you did a good job, so I'm gonna pay you anyhow. Say, I never caught your name. Berndahl? Pleased to meet you, Berndahl. I've got one more problem that needs fixing, and you have a look about you that just screams, I'm a problem fixer. I am a problem fixer. There's a small mine on the northern edge of Hearthglen where we get most of the ore the town needs. My drudges who work the mine normally do a decent job. Unfortunately, it seems that a larger than average spider has taken up residence within the cave. Do you think you can clear things up for me? Yeah, I can do that. Shadril. Wait, Shadril? Didn't we just deal with a giant spider named Shadra? I wonder if they're related. Okay. Let's see. How we doing? Bags are reasonable. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm remembering. Everything's coming back to me now. It's been a few days since I played. Yeah, we can't actually work on our blacksmithing without getting some more. Look, they're terrified. We can't work our blacksmithing without getting some more copper, so one of these days I'll need to take care of that. So scary. It's just a spider. Come on, guys. It's like you guys have never seen a horse-eyed spider before. Pfft. Okay, get back to work. Okay, guys, it's taken care of. All these paladins around, nobody else could take care of it. Ah, well. That's fine. I am a problem fixer, so... Let's...
You need something?
Nice work. In retrospect, I'm glad that other dwarf paladin never showed up. You've proven to be all the help I need.
Have a good one.
I guess you're welcome? Still kind of rude. Okay. Let's see, we got a flight master. There's no other quests on here, are there? Does not look like it. Okay, that's not the tower she was talking about. She must have been talking about a tower outside of camp. So that's Red Pine Looters, and then, yeah, then we're gonna meet that other paladin up there in Mender's Stead. I'm still a little bit surprised. I mean, I know the Argent Crusade is supposed to be a neutral organization, but Orc Paladins, really? Blood Elves, I guess I can get that. Torn, yeah, they seem like they should be Paladins, but not Orcs. But who am I to judge? Who are you? Get away from this tower. You guys too.
Too far away.
What's that? Hearthglen Shield Bearer corpse. Oh wow. Looks like they just recently took it over. That's right, she was telling me that they were harassing people on the road, not that they had taken over the whole tower. Let's see, is there anything? Oh, they're up there too. Ugh. Okay. This is not your tower. You need to find a new tower. I don't suppose you guys got a leader here. If I can take care of him, then you guys will all just go away. Nope, no leader. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll just have to take out enough of these that they decide it's not worth their trouble. Hey, you guys. Are you gonna help? Hello? Guys. Ugh. Well, that's definitely another problem, is... I mean, they got all these paladins patrolling. What are they good for? I mean, look at all these guys. There've got to be like... what, like 18, 20 paladins on the road? And not a one of them will do anything about the gnolls, huh? Guess it's just you and me, Logger, fighting the good fight by ourselves. Okay, so let's go find... Oop. Talon Fordrain's Legacy. Oh, I wonder if I could have just... Yeah, I could have just completed it out there. Allow me to concentrate for a moment. You feel Daria's mind vision travel elsewhere, then it returns to you. Further down the trail, south of Talon's tower, the gnolls have carved out a small meeting area to the east of the main road. Something is happening there. I'm not certain what. We should investigate. I will look for anything out of the ordinary. You just protect yourself. Okay. I guess I shouldn't have come all the way back here. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they figure these must all be just trainees. I mean, it says, yeah, they're all recruits. Maybe they don't want to risk their recruits on a bunch of gnolls like that. Still seems like they could be good practice, but... Yep, looks like we took care of that problem. Let's see... Okay, so there's something off here to the east. What is it? Necromancers. What? Hey, you. Never heard of an old necromancer. That's probably not good. Mold Fang. I knew there would be a leader around here somewhere. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, Scorpion Sting. What is that? It's a one-handed sword. Okay, so looks like they're up to no good here. But we took care of that. Okay. Gnolls and necromancy, what a surprise. And I thought that here in the Western Plaguelands we'd put these dark days behind us. You sense Daria's eyes focusing on something on the ground. Wait, what is that? See those reagents over there? And these supplies right here? They belong to the Argent Crusade. Gnolls are known for thievery, but as far as I know, Hearthglen hasn't had incursions since the Red Pine came. Very suspicious. I know a few helpful folks within Hearthglen. Morris Vaunt, Outfitter Mendeleev, Bree Ironstock, and High Cleric Alphas. All can be trusted, and all are well connected. Question them and find out what they know about these lost supplies. Okay. So, okay. Looks like we're heading back to Hearthglen. Speaking of Hearthglen, where's my Hearthstone? Chillwind Camp. Oh, that's, yeah, that's far away. So, back to Hearthglen. So it seems like some of these supplies and necromantic reagents are falling into the hands of the gnolls. This does not bode well. Okay, I'm just gonna go and throw this out there. I'll bet you it's an orc. That's what happens when you let orcs in. But I could be wrong. It could be a dark dwarf or, I don't know, an elf. Elves are kind of hard to trust. And humans. I mean, they drink water. What's up with that? Oh, and I hit level 41. Didn't even realize it. Reputation is going up with the Argent Crusade. How are we doing there? Oh, look, we're almost friendly. Okay. So who are we looking for first here? Looks like... Where's Vant? Who's the blacksmith?
What can I do for you?
Have you noticed anything strange lately? Any new customers in the blacksmith shop? Well, let's see. I saw some drudges running away from that mine over there. Said something about a spider. New customers? Well, there's Geraldine, the lovely young gnome who bought an axe twice her size last week. Oh, and Magus Bisp came looking for armor. Not sure why he'd need plate armor.
See you around.
Okay. That's not too suspicious. I mean, just a sword and some armor. Okay, how about Outfitter?
What can I help you?
Mendelev. What is this, an interrogation? You're not one of Fordring's internal affairs guys, are you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Let me look over my records. Last week I sold a ball gown to Lieutenant Miner, which struck me as odd. What else? Magus Bisp bought several dozen leather jerkins, which he couldn't give a reason for. Oh, and Friar Burlingham came to stock up on swimwear for his trip to Hard Wrench Hideaway. That's about it. Now, if you don't mind, I have customers.
With honor, friend.
Oh, hang on a second. I'd actually like to sell some stuff.
Light bless you.
Okay, so it sounds like Magus Bisp might be up to. He's the only one that's buying stuff that... I mean, a ball gown might sound suspicious, but it's probably not going to some Knoll necromancers. Unless there's something really weird going on that we don't know about. Hey, Bree.
Welcome.
Hello, ma'am. Heard any interesting rumors lately? Well, let's see. I heard that Magus Bisp has been spending his time cooped up at the top of his tower, working on some new spell or something. I heard that Del Goran was planning on retiring and heading back to his farm. He may have already left, in fact. Oh, and I heard that there's some dwarf paladin running around town asking people all sorts of annoying questions. Just playing with you, love. Hope that the information helped.
See you soon.
See, dwarves are so helpful. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? High Cleric. Alphys.
Hey.
Looking for someone who may have stolen supplies from Hearthglen. Have any leads for me? Stolen supplies? Well, let me think about it. I know a certain priest named Daria who took all the extra wine after last week's service, but didn't throw it out as I asked. I believe she'll be apologizing soon, though. Alphys winks at you. I've also heard an abnormal number of confessions this week from one of the mages. What was his name? Crisp? Lisp? Something around those lines. That'd be anyway.
Daylight's burning.
Magus Bisp. I'm pretty sure he also shouldn't have told us that. I think if somebody comes in for a confessional, that should probably be secret. Did you notice, Berndahl? Many names were mentioned, but one name was mentioned far more than the others. Bisp. I did notice that. Magus Bisp is one of Hearthglen's most preeminent arcanists. To imagine that he would be interacting with gnolls and dabbling in necromancy, unthinkable. You'll find him atop the tower near Hearthglen's main gate. Hopefully he'll have an explanation for all this. If not, well, I wouldn't go to the top of that tower unprepared, Berndahl. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. A mage, huh? Well, that would kind of make sense. You know, necromancer. Maybe he's found some unspeakable ritual and he knew the paladins wouldn't go for it, so he decided to start working with somebody who would. Or maybe he's just got a good explanation. Hey, there he is. Hey there.
King's honor, friend.
Well, what are you doing up here, dwarf? Can't you see you're interfering with official Argent Crusade business? I was just wondering what you knew about the gnolls to the south. Someone has been giving them supplies to practice
For the
necromancy.
Alliance.
Uh-oh. You'll pay with your life for interfering in my plans, you miserable scum. Uh-oh. I suppose that we can take his aggression as an admission of guilt. You all right, Berndahl? I'm fine. Just one mage. So you killed a member of the Argent Crusade inside of Hearthglen. Usually that's not smiled upon, even in self-defense. I recommend you come back to Mardenhold Keep and turn yourself in to High Lord Fordring. Hopefully he will hear you out and be sympathetic with your situation. I hope I haven't gotten you into trouble. You didn't mention that I could get into trouble over this. But, I mean, yeah, he did attack me. Hey, our reputation went up again. We are friendly. Yay. That's good. As a paladin, it's probably a good thing to be friendly with the paladin organization. Okay, where is the palace there? Or palace, the headquarters. Mardenhold Keep. Okay, fine. I'm here to turn myself in. I don't think I did anything wrong, but, you know. Better to be proactive in these situations. Okay.
Only by working together can
I'm
we
already
succeed.
aware of your actions, Berndahl. I welcome you into my town, give you my blessing, and what do? You slay the traitor that we've been hunting down for weeks. Well done. Your heroism is budding much earlier than even I'd anticipated. Whew. Let's see.
Find the strength within you.
Oh. Okay. And we received an item. High Lord's Favor. What's that? Oh, right. That's the shield I just picked. Gotcha. Okay. Well, it seems that we may be done here. At least for now.
Well met.
And we are definitely friendly with everybody now.
Help you.
Well, that's good. Okay. So our next quest is Mender Stead, where that paladin asked us for. He asked to meet us. Hey, maybe he's gonna buy us drink. Let's go find out. Seems like this will be the fast way there. Mender Stead. Let's see, how are we doing? Man, 75 gold. That's a. I mean, I'm not sure if I've sold anything on the auction house. So that's just doing quests and selling what I haven't been using. That's not bad. So the only other major expense that I can think of is at level 60 we can get flying. And I don't remember off the top of my head how much that costs. Whatever it is, it seems like we're well on our way to getting it, though. So, here we go. Hey, it's still Garen.
Greetings.
It would appear I arrived before you, Berndahl. Field Agent Kotrish gave me the details about my old home. Seems my battles with the Scourge aren't quite over yet. Hey. It's funny the things you remember. I spent 16 hours a day working the fields, and every 7th day I'd head in a bustling Ander hall to sell what we'd grown. It was a tough life, but we did alright. But I barely remember any of that. When I think back to those days, I think about Gloria's smile or Andrea waving up from the window whenever I'd look up from the plow. The farm's just a little bit to the east, but I'm not sure I'm ready to go back, Berndahl. I'd just like to make sure that I hold on to these memories. Travel to the farmhouse at Garen's Withering and gather any mementos you find.
See you later.
Oh, in Garen's Withering. Okay, I can do that. Oh, looks like there's another quest too. Ah. Hey, Cartish, sorry.
Fortune.
My analysis is complete. The blight that affects the animals here is no residual disease. No, it is something new, and I think I know what it is. The Cult of the Damned maintains a plague cauldron on the farm called Garen's Withering. Oh, that's where we're going. The farm is due southeast of us, close to where the eastern plaguelands begin. I need a sample of this cauldron to verify my suspicions. Eliminate the cauldron lord present there for its key. You will then be able to access the cauldron and obtain my sample.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Okay. So it sounds like we're not just going to be gathering mementos. I had a feeling that there was more to this place than just the battle in Anderhall. Spiders. Nothing we haven't seen already, though. Garen's Withering. Gotta say, if I came back home, that is not the name of the place that I would like to go back to. Garen's Withering. Good. There's spirits everywhere. Oh. What the heck? Wow. This is not exactly how I pictured his farm. Okay, let's see. We have to kill the Plague Lord. Okay. Guess it's that guy, that Soul Wraith guy. Can we bust these? An access panel of the cauldron remains securely fastened. In order to open it, you will need to find the key. Gee, I wonder who might have the key. Hey, look, the key. Okay, let's get rid of this. Cauldron Lord's Soul Wraith's key disintegrates as it touches the lock on the access panel at the base of the cauldron's platform. A slight clinking noise is heard within, and the access panel swings open to reveal more vicious toxins within the cauldron's framework. There's a small spigot that the bottle fits well enough under, allowing you to draw a sample from Field Agent Cartish back at the Mender Stead. And that's what I get for reading text. Okay. You carefully close the spigot and the control panel, watching the cauldron's putrid ichors drip into the empty bottle. With the poison in hand, it's time to return. Okay, well, I have other things to do here too. Yeah, except... let's see. Looks like that house is where we want to go. I just have a sense that anything worthwhile will be back here.
Too far away.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Do not mess with Berndahl if you're undead. It will not last long. Okay. There's a painting. That faded finger painting. Okay. It's probably from his daughter. Did he mention what happened to his family? I mean, I get the sense that they're not with him anymore. And this certainly doesn't look like a happy ending. Garen's prayer book. That might be it. Okay. Let's head back to Mender Stead. After we get this ore, of course. We don't want the undead getting this ore. Who knows what that might do with it. Let's see. Okay, so we head back to Mender Stead. I suspect they're gonna want us to do something more permanent about this place. Yeah, that's really bad. You come back after a long career of fighting wars elsewhere and find that undead have created a giant plague something on your farm. What is it? It's a plague. I don't know. I mean, the place is called Plague Lands, so I get that. I mean, if this place were really healed, you would think the first thing they would want to do is rebrand it. You know, call it like the Hearthlands or Happy Bunny Fufu Lands. Call it the Plague Lands. Nobody's going to want to come here. Okay. Kartish. I got the sample you asked for. Garen's Withering houses a viciously potent plague cauldron. Once we have a sample of the plague it spews forward, we will be able to determine whether the cult of the damned is truly responsible for continuing to poison the land. Good work. 1 moment, please. It takes a moment to compare your sample with a sample he presumably had distilled earlier. Yes, this appears to be the same corruption that is affecting the wildlife. With this knowledge, and with your combat expertise, we may have the power to stop this. Cult of the Damned maintains a small camp to the east, militia outpost, which they use for field training outside of Sholomance. We may have allowed them to proceed unchecked with this training for too long. If cultists are truly using this plague to inoculate the wildlife, the militia outpost, militia maybe, must be where the inoculation is occurring. Instructor Militia runs the outpost. Find her, slay her, and find out who she's taking orders from.
Good health, long life.
Okay.
The winds guide you.
While you've been away, I've been trying a different approach on our friends in Kiki. I believe you may have a future as a healer. This is mainly because healing spells never miss. I hear that Field Agent Kartish that the cultist camp to the east is where the plagued animals are coming from. I hope you don't mind escorting Zenkiki over there. Perhaps he can heal some of the plagued animals within the camp.
Winds
Sure.
at your back.
Why not? What could he possibly do wrong here? Hey, Del. I've got some things for you. Wouldn't expect you to indulge the whims of a nostalgic old man, Berndahl. Still, if you find yourself in the area. This Gloria used to read from this prayer book every night. How had I forgotten? She was so devout, Berndahl. His eyes turned to the finger painting. Oh, this painting, my daughter Andrea. She loved to paint. Yeah, that's sad.
Be careful.
Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't going to have a happy ending. But I'm glad we could help. What is this? Monstrous War Axe of the Tiger, but not as good as what we've got. Hey, Gert. I have some things to sell you.
Go with honor.
Okay. Let's head back. Yeah, it seems like we may be saying farewell to Western Plaguelands pretty soon. Well, I am impressed with one thing, is that Zenki can keep up with us on our horse. Lugger's pretty fast now. And he's doing it without changing into a an animal form that goes faster. Let's see, Mark of the Wild. Oh, he cast Mark of the Wild on us. Oh, wow. So he did actually do something beneficial. That's cool. That wasn't, That wasn't, Yeah, that must have been Zinkiki. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We've got some cultists, some pugilists, instructor militia. Okay, well, one thing at a time. Dark Plague. No. No more plaguing. Okay, Zinkiki, please help this bear. Hey, you did it! Here's another bear. Captive plague bear. Hey, check that out. Go Zinkiki. How about that one? Nice. Get out of here, shaggy brown bear. Oh. I thought he turned back, but maybe it was an optical illusion. And let's see. Take out this warlock. Yeah, it looked like he missed with that wrath spell still, but you're right, heal spells do not miss. Oh, look at that, 4 for 4. Good job. Okay, now we have to go and take out some people, so. Wow. Okay, that was totally unnecessary. I wonder if he can keep healing him. Oh, he did. Wow, look at him go. Okay, here we go. Stand back, Zinkiki, I got this one. Oh, wow. I think he actually hit. Okay, missed the second one, but cult orders. You take a look at the paperwork that she was carrying. Why in the world do all the bad guys carry paperwork? It's like there's some small business administration class being held for bad guys. It's like, always make sure that you document all of your evil doings. The Order's malicious possession incriminate Dark Master gambling of the Sholomance, but they also conceal another important bit of information. Cult orders state that the plague from the Cauldron's Garen's Withering is in fact being used for two purposes. The first is the practice of spreading disease through the animals of the plague lands, which you already knew about. The remainder of the plague is being shipped to Weeping Cave, a cavern north of Militia's outpost, for use in some dark experiments. Students of the Sholomance are using this plague to reanimate the dead. Certainly they must be stopped. Okay. I don't know. What do you think about that, Zinkiki? Are you up for it? You up for a little undead bashing? I suppose you can cure that bear. Doesn't look like it. Or that wolf. Nah. I think we'll probably lose him. What is that? An unholy corpuscle. Okay, when I first saw that, I thought it said it was an unholy corpsicle. So what are these undead blobs? That's gross. Whoa, what is that? A Flesh cobbled brute. Okay. No match for me, but sorry, us, since Kiki's helping. Flesh cobbled ripper. What else we got? A Grastovian disciple. Hey you, come here. Oh, it's a Draenei. Really? I had such favorable impressions of Draenei from before. Of course, there's an elf here. That doesn't surprise me at all. They're always getting mixed up in stuff they shouldn't. Okay, what else we need? Oh, a goblin too. Well, that shouldn't surprise me either. Oh, I just need another unholy corpuscle.
I'm out of range.
I think we should just try to deal with as many of these guys as we can. Ah, well. A bear form's better than a seal form. He definitely seems like he's getting better. Hey, Zinkiki over here. Come on. Yeah, this place is gross. Definitely nothing good going on here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, it looks like we defeated them. Wait, where was the exit? Ah, here we go. Okay, we definitely took out enough of them, I think. Now they want us to go all the way back to Mender Stead. Okay. Well, let's head back. I would be surprised if they didn't ask us to go and take care of the, well, we got a sample from that plague cauldron, but we didn't actually do anything about it. Should probably try to do something about it. Let's see. Still being followed? We are still being followed. No, we're not. Oh, yeah, we are. Ugh. Okay, we are not going to be allowed to get this iron ore without a little fighting. And just when I thought that Zinkiki had mastered the whole shapeshifting thing, he turns into a seal again. Oh, and apparently I didn't actually get that ore, but it's too late now. We're already on our way back. We'll grab this ore instead. Try to evade that bear, who maybe doesn't want to be evaded. They just do not want me to mine. Okay. Wow. After an entire session of doing very little mining, hitting all the mining all at once. Okay, now let's head for the road and get back out of here. Alrighty. So, Yeah, I think we might be very close to being done. I'm judging that based on the fact we already got the achievement for doing enough quests in here. So, which makes me wonder if some of these quests that we were doing weren't paladin specific,
Drink in honor.
which would be cool. Let's see.
May your days
Yep.
live in
Okay. Where are our quest turn-ins? Here we go.
Arcanon Poros.
You've gone above and beyond, Berndahl. Not only have we set back the cult of the damned in their crusade to replague the plague lands, but you have uncovered another set of dire plans that continue to reanimate the dead. Your name will definitely be mentioned when this information is presented to High Lord Fordring, Berndahl. You have my thanks and the blessing of the Argent Crusade. Oh, sweet.
Blessed
Sword is not
the
as good as what I've got, but thank you anyway.
Who wish to speak?
By the grace of the Earth Mother, he's done it. Thank you, Berndahl. I admit I'd nearly given up hope on Zinkiki. Don't say that, he's standing right here. It is only due to your patience and diligence that he has come into his own as a druid and a member of the Cenarian Circle, and that's without even mentioning the good you've done for nature. You have my admiration and respect. You get Zinkiki's thanks, or a breastplate of the patient. Oh, that definitely looks... Oh, that's funny. It's actually... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at that wrong. That's a good breastplate. Alright. Oh, good going, Zinkiki. And on that note, it looks like next time we're going to be heading over to the Eastern Plague Lands. So I think that'll be a good place to break for now. Hope you enjoyed this. I had fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.